So, what y'all been up to?
I feel like I have just been school, like building a deck or writing a brief, and I'm going to sleep at 5:30. Like that's literally all I do. What about you?
I've also been school, but with the sun going down at 5 o'clock, I'm ready for bed. So I've been bedazzling to help me get through my daylight savings depression.
Real, very real.
Very real.
Welcome to episode 5 of the Culture Lab. I'm McCenzie.
I'm Kai.
And I'm Alyssa.
And today we're helping brands pay attention because now more than ever, it is really important for brands to be tuned into their audience and their lived experiences because they are going to be creating lasting memories that sticks in their noggins.
Mm-hmm. And we've all had moments where something really speaks to us because it feels like it really sees us, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What are those things for y'all?
Definitely the progressive Don't Become Your Parents campaign that they did. It was just so funny, but like so real. They managed to connect with us on like another level, and it was just relatable. I also feel like McDonald's did really good at that with their adult Happy Meal launch. It was kind of like them saying, hey, I know that you're adults now, but it's okay to still want to reminisce and like be a kid.
Yeah, I love the adult Happy Meals.
Yeah.
I never bought it, but I loved it. It's great.
The whole vibe of it too, because like just having something like really packaged, it feels like a lunchbox.
Yeah.
Right. And it made me feel better about when I do get kids meals at McDonald's.
Yeah.
You ever get like scared to order a kids meal?
Yes.
And you think they're gonna like
judge
say no?
you? Yeah.
It's like you're an adult. What are you doing?
But now you have adult kids meals, so
Exactly.
Validating.
Exactly. And then also with the, kid, experience, it makes me think too about this just nostalgia core of people reminiscing of 2016, 2015 and all the things that were going on in those, simpler times, even though it was a little awkward for me, but definitely simpler times.
Yeah. No, I love nostalgia core. There's this one post that always comes up on my feed. It said, shout out to Obama era indie music. Gotta be one of my favorite genres. And it just speaks to something in me. The Two Door Cinema Club, the Vampire Weekend. It just takes me back to Tumblr era, teenage Eliza. Embarrassing. But also much simpler times.
Simpler times.
Exactly. And, it makes me think about how important it is for brands to tap into their audience's emotions and experiences, especially in an unexpected way, because it really, really sticks with them. And speaking of just lived experiences and emotions, y'all, it's getting cold outside. Winter is definitely on its way.
It's getting cold. It's getting dark. Seasonal depression.
Oh, yes. The holidays are coming up.
Remind me.
Yes. People are making TikToks about how, like you said, daylight savings is getting dark at 5 p.m.
I'll see you in the morning. I'm about to go to sleep. But it's only 5:30.
5:30.
And people are really just needing something to keep them warm and happy, especially with this time, with the holidays coming up and with it getting dark and with it being cold and having to be all nuzzled up in a jacket and those kind of things.
And yeah, it is the holiday time and people want to go home. But unfortunately right now, people are dealing with flight cancellations and flight delays. Some people can't go home for the holidays or are struggling to go home. Then with that, there's also like the whole family drama thing. Like, have you guys seen that TikTok where it's like, sometimes I look at my mom's text and I just have to go on about my day.
Yes. Definitely seen it.
The holidays can just be so stressful.
And I think brands want to portray it as this like warm and happy time, but especially this year, that's really not the case for most of their consumers.
Yeah, but it's interesting because there are some brands that are doing it almost like I mentioned earlier, a little unexpectedly, like with the Starbucks barista cups. People were going crazy. In Texas, they were literally fighting for the cups. Starbucks literally had to come out with an apology because they didn't have enough, because they didn't expect people to want them that much.
Yeah. Those barista cups definitely blew up. And like people were like, lining up, racing to Starbucks to grab a cup. And I mean, like, now they're like reselling these cups on eBay for like $500 when these cups are like $30 in store. But it's just so crazy. I feel like people latch on to things that remind them of their childhood, kind of like the adult Happy Meals.
Right.
People like Sunny Angels, Labubu's, and Jellycats, just things that allow them to reminisce because they want to have a kid feeling.
Yeah, Taylor. Pop off. But also with the barista cups, right? There's also that aspect of being out of touch because you see people trying to de-influence people from buying the cup because like where our economy is at right now,
it's not necessary.
Yeah.
And also they're glass cups, and I've been seeing TikToks saying like, let me de-influence you from this cup because they can't even fit into like your car cup holder.
Oh.
Yeah. So not that functional.
Forget the user experience.
Right.
It's just cute.
It's just cute.
That's all that matters.
But I bet you that Great Value Bear Honey Cup could fit into your car cup holder.
Oh, yeah. Walmart did it really well. They posted the Great Value Honey Bear with coffee in it, and they said Walmart version. If you want to talk about speaking of lived experience, I think that captures that perfectly.
Right.
Yeah, and it's also, you know, really important that, you know, with the barista cups, but then also just so many other things. Like, we have these pockets of distraction to keep us going. Like, you know, I love to have a romance book with me literally at all times.
And I love to bedazzle. I bedazzle everything nowadays, like whether that be my skincare, my makeup, like my hairbrush. I just bedazzle.
It's a lifestyle.
Your hairbrush?
Yes, my hairbrush. Like,
dang. I mean, I have my reality shows. Like, if I'm not here, if I'm not doing work, I'm probably watching a reality show.
Yeah, and these are all just like little mood boosters. So like I said, just keep us going and brighten up our everyday. But also the pockets of distraction are something that is happening just in culture in general. Like, have y'all seen tendernism?
Yep.
Yes, this old man in California is showing how tender his restaurant's food is, and you know, people are really using that as humor and as a way to, you know, make light of the things that are going on these days.
He shakes the meat off his bone. He like,
and people are recreating it with their own things. Like,
like I be tender about my man. Like,
exactly.
I feel like humor is a huge coping meconism for everybody online, whether it's tendernism or daylight savings or hashtag recession indicator.
Yes.
Like, if you gotta get through something, I think the best thing to do is just laugh about it.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's so fun to have all these little things to laugh about, but it's also important for brands to pay attention to bigger cultural moments like Wicked Part 2, which is coming out on November 21st. And I mean, like, we're just all so excited about this, and, like, so many brands are excited about it, too. Like, they're just hopping onto the trend. And while Wicked is just, like, this great fictional world, they're also dealing with really real-world problems as well, and that's very important for people and brands to pay attention to.
Yeah, I think it is crucial for brands to understand that why, especially for things like Wicked, because it's oversaturated with Wicked stuff right now, and having that why is what can set you apart from everybody else and really have it stick with people.
Exactly. And then just the bigger cultural conversation of the fandom and like the things that they represent. And the fandom also makes me think about how the Grammys just had their nominations like last week, and these artists, like, it actually is kind of a really good lineup of artists that, you know, even though there are some that have gotten nominated for the last 10-15 years, like, there are so many artists who have either never gotten nominated before, have never won before, and their fans like really pushed for them to get these types of things.
Like Leon Thomas.
Oh
yes, which way well deserved. He literally got probably the most nominations this year. Kendrick,
clap for him. Clap for Leon.
Clap for Kendrick.
Clap for Kendrick.
Yes.
I'll clap.
Yes.
Wow, she clapped.
She clapped. Clap for Raw Wave for his Sinners soundtrack. Clap. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
It's okay. They don't like Raw Wave, but I love Raw Wave. So
Cue
I'm
the
clap.
boo.
Cricket.
Clap for Sinners, though. Clap for Sinners.
Yes, Clap for Sinners, because that was nominated too.
Clap for Sinners.
Yes. But also, like, the Grammys is such a big cultural moment. Like, literally, it's one of the most talked about things from when it happens literally until the next one. Like, it's so important for brands to pay attention to it and to what, you know, what artists are being lifted up and those kind of things, especially because there are so many artists that are just getting brand deal after brand deal after brand deal. But there are so many artists who aren't getting looked at, and they are getting nominated for these Grammys, and they have these really big fandoms and these really loyal audiences. And so to know why their audience is paying attention to them will help the brand learn why they should work with them.
And the nominees is just like a huge indication of who's popular right now.
But by paying attention, brands can be more intuitive to what resonates with their audience, right? Because if they do, it could be a huge success. And then if they don't, it could be enormous consequences.
For sure.
Enormous consequences, like what happened recently with the Sephora ad that they just put out during their Sephora sale. They had an ad with Mariah Carey, and people felt like it was tone deaf, and which it was.
It was.
And basically people are like going on strike right now and getting laid off from their jobs, and the elf in the ad was also going on strike. So it kind of seemed as though the elf was mocking what people are actually going through right now with their real lives, and that was just not a great use of Mariah Carey as she is trending right now. It's the holiday time.
Waste.
Yeah,
people were pissed.
And now people are gonna go to Ulta Beauty. So sucks for Sephora,
especially this time of year. Like, it's literally probably the most important time of year for these types of companies, and then to fumble this is, especially with Mariah Carey, basically the queen of Christmas, y'all.
Yeah.
She's like, thawed. It's time.
It's time.
That's what I'm saying.
How are you going to do that to her?
Right.
Speaking of flops, we got to talk about Sydney Sweeney, y'all, and the American Eagle ad.
The flop.
Hot mess.
Flop of the century.
Hot mess.
And continues to flop every day.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people debate what their intention was with the ad, but I think regardless, the impact is undeniable.
Yeah. And I think it's important for her to take better accountability, because brands will accept your apology if you take accountability. You know, that's a big thing too for brands to pay attention to. Like, it's okay if people make mistakes, but if they can own up to it, then they'll still want to work with you.
Yeah, because it's not just her not taking accountability. American Eagle released a statement too, right? Doubling down on, they stood behind what they put out there, and they basically ignored what everyone was telling them.
Yeah, and they're seeing really big repercussions of that. Like, Sydney Sweeney has, like 4 or 5 movies coming out that are flopping because people
they're already out and they already flopped.
Exactly, because people are just like, you don't support any of us or anything. You can't take accountability of the things that you did wrong. And not only is it Sydney Sweeney, but it's also American Eagle. Like, if I see you in American Eagle, I will side-eye you. I will admit it.
Yeah. And Euphoria is coming out too, so imagine the views on Euphoria.
I am really curious how that's going, because Zendaya is still in it though.
Yeah.
And like Jacob Elordi.
Yeah, so it's really important for brands to just understand like how the things that they do makes their audience feel, because at the end of the day, emotion really is the true currency. And people really, like, yes, they want to, you know, be seen, not just seen though, like they really want to be understood by the brands that they're supporting.
And people are paying attention, even if they don't seem like they are. They definitely are. They may not react in the moment or like immediately, but they're taking notes to what brands are doing, whether that be like a post, an ad, a comment, a like they're watching brands, they're watching their every move. So that's really important, and people are going to want to support the brands that align with their morals. They're not going to want to spend money if it doesn't align with them.
For sure. Now more than ever, people are being more mindful about where their money is going.
Exactly.
And who it's going towards.
Exactly.
So brands need to do their research and make sure they're really getting to know their audience.
Yeah, because your consumers are paying attention, and so it's vital, crucial for you to pay attention as well.
Yep.
See.